Evergreen, I'm going to show you the 3 main concepts that can actually guarantee all of your content to potentially rank and get you tons of revenue coming from someone who's literally done it all with faceless YouTube. These are my channels. I've done Browse, I've done Evergreen, I've done Short, and I've done Long Form. These plaques across my walls, they were half and half long form and shorts. Gold ones were shorts, the silver ones were long form content. I kind of knew everything, done everything. But specifically tied within this video, if you actually watch this with full intent and you go through it thoroughly, you take notes down, I'm going to show you live examples of what these videos actually look like and how you can curate them consistently across your entire channel. And there's 3 main concepts, like I said: how to, reviews, and comparison. The most popular, but then also the most saturated, is how to. Everyone's done it, but saturation doesn't mean it doesn't work anymore. That's the biggest lie I see. Everyone says, oh, how to is saturated, it doesn't work anymore. No, it just is saturated. Everything is saturated. Dropshipping is saturated. I'm going to show you how you can actually build a how-to channel like this example. I'm going to show you how incredible this channel is. Tech Simplify. Shout out to Tech Simplify. Honestly, he has the fastest come up I've ever seen, period, within the evergreen industry. Now look, before I show you how this actually works, I want to do a test on you. With this channel, how many monthly views do you think he is getting based off of what you see on the screen? His most popular content has 44 views, 48 views, 155 views, 140 views. How much do you actually think he's getting views-wise per month based off of what you see? Because it looks like a dead channel with 154,000 dead subscribers, and he has 2,000 videos. It looks absolutely bollocks. I'm going to show you. 9.1 million views, and it's a bad month. He's actually down 19%. So on a good month, he's actually touching about 10 to 11 million monthly views, and these are actually not shorts. Although they look like shorts, right? A 17-second YouTube video, it's still a horizontal landscape, 16:9 ratio, allowing you to still get long-form ad revenue. And the RPM is still going to be like $1, maybe even $2, because it's not the vertical thing. Does that make sense? Very imperative you understand that. And now you will notice the pattern. If they have like a $1 to $2 RPM, this guy's making anywhere from like 10 to 20K per month off of just ad revenue. However, all of these content you see here are how-to content, and upon hindsight, you also notice that the video length is so small. 31 seconds, 42 seconds. You guys probably know this already or know the basics of how this works, but 26-second videos, they're still going to be able to do good. Now, the reason why it looks dead is because upon hindsight, we're not curating this kind of content for people to convince them to watch your video. We're just supplying for an already existing demand that people are in need of or in desperation of. If you look at all these videos, right? How to delete all chats in ChatGPT. This isn't curated to convince someone to watch it for entertainment, but to educate someone who, for example, search for something bad on ChatGPT and they have to figure out how to delete it. Otherwise, they suffer a consequence of getting caught with searching up whatever. So when they type this in, he's going to show up. That's why I got 92 views only in the first 2 days. But as weeks and months and years and decades goes on, he's going to get stacked up with thousands of views and tens of thousands of views. Let's put this to the test. When I type this video in, how to delete all chats in ChatGPT, what do you notice? These are called autofills. Autofills directly from the YouTube search bar is proof of search and proof of demand from already existing viewers in the past. And it's also a good current trajectory and the future trajectory of if this video is still going to be watched for and consistent if it's found from the search bar. So if I just type this in, how to delete chats in ChatGPT. Now, if it came from my story sequence on Instagram, I'll go over that in a second, you will know from what I said that not all autofills are going to actually mean it's a good video. There's specific things we have to look for to actually get proof of concept. And why did that Tech Simplify channel, why did he actually choose this specific keyword, right? If we scroll down, he's showing up second. This is the first video that showed up, right? How to delete your ChatGPT history. It got 2,000 views in 4 weeks. And upon hindsight, that looks terrible. No one would be happy with 2,000 views in 4 weeks because what is that in ad revenue? He made $2 to $5 in a month, right? It doesn't seem that impressive. However, The game of Evergreen is in the name of the thing itself. Evergreen. You have to play the long-term game. $5 in the first month doesn't mean it's going to make $5 and that's it. It doesn't mean it's going to make $5 per month every single month and that's it. It will slowly start to get more views as the increase of demand happens as ChatGPT becomes more popular, and YouTube's also getting bigger day by day with more active viewers showing up, resulting in more of an influx in search content, right? This is so lucrative and so long term. You have to play that game in unrealized earnings. He's showing up second. How to clear ChatGPT memory. Pretty similar concept as this video. It got 21,000 views. So the view potential for this specific title, it seems like it's about 20. This one's about 24,000 views, 21,000 views. This one is completely irrelevant. So it became irrelevant. The title of what showed up became irrelevant to what the search term was after about like 6 videos. What does that tell you? When it became irrelevant, that means there's a lackage of supply. Otherwise, it would just keep on showing the most relevant ideas to the autofill. So when there's 5 or 6 videos and then it starts to become irrelevant, that tells you what happens. There's a shortage of supply, which means that as time goes on, if you just get into it early, the ones who got into the earliest, the people who made the content first, they will rank and show up at the top. Whereas everyone else who eventually makes content about it, sure, they're going to still show up, but they're going to show up all the way down here where they're probably not going to get views. 35, right? 32 views in 5 months. He's showing up at the very, very bottom. If you show up at the top, you're going to get the most views. So this is why it's so important to you to get the video out as early as possible. Either a massive shortage of supply or a massive influx of demand. And look at Dylan Guides. This guy's the first person that showed up. He only has 9,000 subscribers. He only has 410 videos compared to the other guy, Tech Simplify, with 2,000 videos. So this guy, he's getting about 89,000 views. He's not doing it completely right. His most popular is 200,000 views. You can literally see the graph and the trajectory of growth for this kind of content. It kind of went on for a while, and then it slowly started to die out, but it was basically very, very consistent for about a year's time, rather than just dying out immediately. This is a prime example of how these videos can grow up too, if that makes sense. So that's kind of the how-to content style, and you can literally see his most popular is 3.8 million views from a year ago, and it's still not dead. It's still getting views every single day. As a matter of fact, if I sort this video to the newest, it's getting comments from, that's interesting. It's getting comments from, the latest comment is 10 months ago. Yo. Come across this video, like my comment so I know that you've watched this far. So this specific channel, basically what you're looking for is a shortage of supply, to summarize, and when it starts to become irrelevant by the 5th or 6th video, that means you should be able to do well. That's why Tech Simplify chose it. And when you stack backlog content, every single video has potential to get, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and millions of views as time goes on. You're going to curate yourself growth that you've never seen before. And if you actually go to Social Blade and you type in Tech Simplify, you look at his graph, his trajectory of growth. It was like 2 million views, 3 million views, 5 million views, 4 million views, 6 million views, 6 million views, 8 million views, 10 million views. It's just the overall trajectory is such a consistent climb. This is how how-to content works, right? Again, if I find a specific how-to video and I don't see change in what the content is about after a couple of videos, and there's just so much supply for the exact same thing as the autofill, that means what? It's a red ocean market, it's saturated, which doesn't mean it's bad. Now there's two main ways you can go about it. So as an example, if I just type this in, how to lock Facebook profile efficiently, there's probably tons of videos made about this by now, you can see, right? Boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's so much supply for it. And you can see as they start to rank, on the lower end of things, you have to scroll down a lot, they're not getting that many views. That is proof that although it has good view count, it's saturated, but that doesn't mean it doesn't work, because there are still some videos posted about it that got views recently. So the way you could kind of decipher that is like, count up how many videos actually popped off on our ranking and getting views from the search bar versus the completely dead ones, right? This one did super good, only 28k subs. This one did very good, only 2k subs. This one obviously did very good. Trevor Nace, 800,000 subscribers. This one did good, this one did good, all of the content that I see did good. So although there is supply, although there's people who made content about it all the time, they all got views, which means what? There's a massive influx of demand. The demand is still constantly outweighing the supply that it has. There's probably like 20 videos about this in total on YouTube, but there's still millions of people looking for it. So as a result, even if there's already supply for it, you can still do good if the quality of your video is better than your competitors. That's how you can climb up and slowly outrank guys. That's how he's literally ranking first, because his quality, if you watch it, it's well edited. There's a lot of animation within his content, and that allows the viewer satisfactory to be higher. So what does that mean? It means that he's going to outrank this one with the basic screen recording. He's going to outrank this one, all these crazy guys, right? There's content made about it. Like this guy, he made a content about it from 1 year ago as well, but he's now showing up 5th. Let me look at this channel. Alpha Media UG.
What's up, he's great.
Is he doing the same concept? He is. He's doing how to. Again, it looks like a dead channel upon hindsight, right? These videos, they're not as dead, but they're obviously getting decent amount of views. Not crazy views for a subscriber count, at least. I would assume, based off of what you see, maybe he's getting 200,000 views, 300,000 views per month. He's getting 700,000. That's actually a lot less than I expected. So he's doing something wrong. He has 400 videos. Something's wrong with his channel. If I go to trending videos as well, you can see his current best performers in the how-to space. 64k views in 2 months, not bad. See, this is what I mean. 3 years ago, it's still trending.
In this video,
how to recover without verification code. This video was made back in 2023, and then it's still getting views. Obviously, there is a lifetime to these content. It dies out after a bit, but it's so consistent, so long term. That's how to. Now, reviews, I'm going to show you this channel called Simple Alpaca. Again, he does some review. He mostly is in the phone and tech niche. And as an example, you guys know 17 iPhone just came out versus the 16 iPhone. If I type in iPhone 17 versus iPhone 16, this is an example of a versus, a comparison concept. So all of these are autofills that you could potentially make content about. It's searchable, there's proof of traffic, and the way you decipher if it's a good video or not is obviously the exact same strategy as the how-to style, right? 1 day ago, 208,000 views. 2 days ago, 10 million views, insane stuff. But this isn't directly a comparison video. This is a comparison video. So this guy, iPhone 17 versus 17 Pro. iPhone 17 versus 17 Pro. See, direct autofill, proof of people looking for it. If you show up first, apparently you can get up to 200,000 views per day. Now, this is a trend, so it's going to die out slowly after a few months, right? But there was a low-file alpaca. I think he ranked for iPhone 17 versus iPhone 16, this one. Because when I type that in, and I scroll down a little bit, right here, 45,000 views in 3 days, right? Now, this is going to go on to get views for many, many weeks, many, many months, maybe even years, as iPhone itself is genuinely an evergreen thing. And people who look this up aren't watching it necessarily for entertainment. They could be, but a good amount of them are going to be watching this because they're about to buy the iPhone. Ask yourself the last time you watched a comparison video. What was it for? It's probably because you're going to buy it soon, or you're thinking of buying it, which results in them having the competitive edge of earning your click. They don't have to try so hard. You already want to watch it. They just have to supply for the value. Boom, 45,000 views. So this is a specific example. Also, look how this is super smart. He's monetizing externally via Amazon affiliate links. And so anytime someone buys something from his video, right, this is literally directly the product that he's reviewing as well. So there's a very high likelihood people are going to click on this and buy it. He's going to earn a commission. That's how you monetize externally. And with Amazon affiliates, he's probably making a lot more money outside of ad revenue alone. So he's getting about 2.4 million views on this channel. He also owns this channel, which I'll go over in a second. So he's actually printing off of YouTube. He's doing multi-five figures easily per month. And notice how he has verses, and verses. No, this is a how-to. You could the cool thing about evergreen content, I've done this specifically for my channel that generated me 6 figures as well, is you don't have to stick to a specific format. You can do how-to, reviews, and comparisons all in one, because the end of the day, the gist is you're not making content for a fan. You're not making content to grow a cult-like viewership base. You're not definitely getting subscribers out of these videos. You're solely creating content that will get eyeballs from people who need to watch your content. So you're just making a money printing machine and not necessarily growing subscribers and fan base. You don't have a niche. You're just literally ranking as many videos as you can that people are actively looking up for on YouTube specifically. Now, you will notice how, again, you can go to trending videos. He has a massive backlog of 11,000 videos, 2.4 million views, a little bit lower on the view side for sure for this channel. He's probably not doing as good because some of these content, like this is the mistake. Some of my clients, when they first start out, they make the same mistake. What kind of content is this? RIP iPhone 15. No one would search for RIP iPhone 15. No one searches for don't buy the iPhone Air. People would search for Google Pixel 10 versus iPhone 15 Pro. And the way you know if someone searches for it, obviously, search bar, autofill, boom, proof of concept. And when you see that there's a change in the relevancy of the stuff that shows up, that is how lackage of shortage of supply there is. And when you see that all the videos that pop up are still getting views a lot, that is proof of influx of demand. Now, when you don't have either, that's a bad topic that you should not take. So this is the other channel, and you can see he has less videos, 8,000 videos, and he's getting more views, 3.1 million views. Still a bad month. I'm pretty sure at one point, this channel, I remember it was getting 5 to 6 million views per month, so he's not trying as hard. I don't know what he's doing, but you can see he solely does versus and reviews. Reviews and comparisons. Comparisons basically versus videos. And he has these videos that, again, it looks dead. It does get a decent amount of views at the start. Now, if you take your time and you scroll down far enough, you will notice a pattern that as the videos get older, the views get higher. Not all videos, but the videos are good enough, right? So if I scroll down to here, boom. Now you'll notice that the average, not here, some of these videos are not working at all whatsoever. Some of these are all dead, but the ones that do end up picking up, they're gonna completely take over and fix the ones that are obviously bad. So it seems like these ones, yeah, 13,000 views in 3 months. This one obviously didn't get 13,000 views within the first week. It gradually climbed up and it's going to continue to climb up. These are all pretty dead, not doing good. 17,000, 15,000, 55,000, boom, right? How to use Google VO3. These are all how-to style as well. And you'll notice he has how-to and he has reviews and he has comparisons. These are, you can mix match all of them inside of your channel. 23,000 views, 12,000 views. Notice a pattern now is that all of his best content, it seems like this is how to, up here, those 50,000, how to. So when you find patterns like that on your channel, what do you have to do? You don't just keep on doing reviews and comparisons, you just stick to how to. So for him specifically, I would literally just rip how to and only how to content in the specific applications or websites or whatever you're reviewing in that same niche because it proves that it can work. 33,000 views. Okay, if I click on this video, what was it about? It was like how to TikTok, right? This video, it definitely, okay, look at that. Look at this graph. It died out after about a month. And then it is slowly. So this isn't even a good, how to comment photos on TikTok. It's not as evergreen, right? So this channel definitely has some work to do, but they're definitely crushing it as well at the same time. They're super big. They're making good money. And this is a pretty solid topic for sure. It kind of died out after the latest comment was 1 month ago. Most popular content, boom. How to connect any Bluetooth, how to connect AirPods, how to connect for his most 2 popular videos. That's proof of concept. He should just make more how to connect videos. So that's what I would do personally if I was him. But he's just doing, I guess, iPhone review content. These are probably going to blow as well because he's one of the first people to capitalize on iPhone 17 content. And so that is how you strategically use search bar, evergreen search terms to actually curate a lot of views. And look, these channels have been in the space for a super long time. He's got 350 million views across his channel without even trying to go viral, right? Like this is completely non-viral focused. It's all reverse engineerable and math behind all these videos where anyone can really curate channels like this, given a long enough time and given good enough skills to find the best content in the how-to space or in the comparison space or in the review space. If you do the math on this, assuming a $2 RPM, which is very, very below average, He's made $700,000 from this channel. Not bad at all, okay? That's kind of how the system works. If you are completely new and you want to get into faceless YouTube, but you have no idea where to start, I want you to click below. You go to my Instagram. And if you go to my Instagram, I want you to do this. Go through my entire profile content. So start here, go through all these story sequences, and it teaches you more behind the scenes on the results we get and how we've actually gotten the results. And so you can see my clients. Go through this. You'll learn tons of information completely for free, and watch some of my reels as well. You'll literally learn A to Z how this actually works. And there's really no downsides in learning more on YouTube automation. And so go to my Instagram, watch my profile content, message me if you have any questions or need any help. I literally personally respond to all my DMs. And if you want to test it, ask me to send a voice note. I'll send you a voice note. That's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.